EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. His squad hanging tough, 4-3 through 7 games. The other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go here from Mile High. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former 2nd-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. And he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there. But the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the 1 interception. So a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
An injured player on the field, and that is Micah Parsons, who needs some medical attention. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Locke. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. On play action, here's Dak. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 54 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Walk out of the shotgun. He's got a receiver. It's Ty Felton. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they go with Spears. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. To throw is Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Here's a designed run. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. Once again, it's Barkley. Room to run at the 35. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Khalil Herbert on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start. Osa Odigizua in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
1 quarter in the books. 10-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, and they are facing a 2nd and long. Here's Locke. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Here's Locke to throw. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Prescott. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. 3rd down, they need 5. Here's Dak to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down up past the 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Broncos.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
He was defended by Deron Bland.
A second down throw for Locke. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
First and 10.
They go play action. It's Locke. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. An injured player on the field, and that is Micah Parsons, who needs some medical attention. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On second down, Locke. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
From the gun on third down is Locke. Rolling to the left. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. To return, it is Turpin. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, first and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Prescott now. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Here's Prescott. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. On first and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. From the 43, here's second down and 7. Dak to throw. They're trying to set up the screen to Mostert. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
47-yard line.
Third and 11. Now Prescott. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The rookie from Marshall, Mike Green. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. And And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Locke. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. It is 3rd and 10.
Overshown on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
The Cowboys offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Dak gonna run with it himself. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal, Dallas.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. No handoff, he'll keep it himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
17. Broncos nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Here's a handoff to Spears. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Lock to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Broncos.
Lock to throw on 1st down. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Lock. Here comes the screen to Spears. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. They run. It's out of the gun, and that's speed. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On comes the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got a man open downfield. It's Tolbert.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. He takes off. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Pass caught by Tolbert. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Locke. He finds a man downfield, it's Felton. And he will go all the way. Todd Felton, touchdown Denver. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Play action now. Prescott. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now a second down throw for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Tolbert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Prescott on first down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's second down. They'll throw again. Dak. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. On third down, Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be from 53 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Khalil Herbert to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A run with Spears. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Walk out of the shotgun. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Locke. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Prescott. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. 3rd and 9. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
On the handoff, this is Spears. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 50-yard line.
To throw is Locke. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Now Locke. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pistol now for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down. 2 yards on the play. 1st down.
On play action, here's Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Play fake. Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. 1st down and more to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Cowboys.
On the play fake, Dak. He'll get that out to Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, Prescott to the air. This is caught at the 2. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Barkley. Crazy. What a move. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, it's locked. This one caught by Felton. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a
Lock to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Locke. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
Broncos, 1st down.
Locke out of the shotgun. The catch made there by Sutton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Locke. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
42-yard line.
Lock to throw. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
On 1st down is Locke. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Here's Spears. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Locke. This one caught at the floor. And he's in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off, unable to cut any further into the deficit.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The middle with Barkley. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Once again, it's Barkley. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get this complete to Tolbert. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory.